Hello viewers, my name is Kenyan. Welcome to the fourth episode of Red Flag. With me here today is Janice, and we are going to discuss the state of unemployment in Kenya. Janice, according to the latest statistics, over 40% of Kenyans are classified as unemployed. This is after successive governments have been making promises, declarations and plans to reduce unemployment since independence. What is your opinion on this matter?
Thank you, Kendi. I think it is certainly a sad state of affairs. Having over 40% of the citizens in a population of over 40 million having no source of income for their livelihood means that millions of Kenyan families are living in a state of poverty and destitution. It means that the Kenyan economy, despite all the fancy phrases of the government and international institutions, it is not creating any employment opportunities for the majority of the Kenyan population.
But our gross domestic product, according to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, as well as the World Bank, has been increasing year after year. It currently stands at $60 billion according to the latest statistics. Don't you think that our rate of unemployment is supposed to increase proportionally?
Yes, ideally it should. But the characteristics of our economic system, its peculiarities, is such that an increase in the GDP does not necessarily lead to an increase in standards of living of the majority of our population. By an increase in GDP, what simply happens is an increase in general economic output. Since our economy is dominated by giant trusts, monopoly combines and multinational corporations, this economic output simply represents the profits and these companies make. Expectedly, these do not trickle down to the ordinary mwananchi, and thus the ordinary Kenyan remains in perpetual poverty. Do you get? The dominant companies are usually in no rush to create employment opportunities since they are not ready to reduce their profit margins. The result of this is that the majority of the citizens, the situation remains the same, unemployment and poverty.
When confronted with the issue of unemployment, the government has stated that it is not its responsibility to create employment opportunities. Rather, it is its responsibility to facilitate the private sector to create opportunities of employment for the citizens. In your opinion, do you think this is the right way to go?
Certainly not. The people of Kenya, in their quest for a better life and generally better living conditions, elected their leaders on the condition that they would better their lives. One way to do this is through the creation of employment opportunities. A denial of this responsibility is thus a betrayal of the people of Kenya by their government.
Do you think the private sector will solve our unemployment problems?
Honestly, that situation is like expecting a pride of lions to guard a herd of wildebeests. What Kenyans should understand is that the private sector cannot and will not solve the unemployment question. It is generally in their interest that the majority of the Kenyan population should remain in unemployment. And the reason is quite clear. Unemployment creates a large pool of labor, and this helps to keep the wages low in Kenya. Since the demand for employment is high, the private firms get to negotiate employment of workers in their own terms. Workers have been pitted against their fellow workers, citizens against his fellow citizen. We have been made to compete ruthlessly against each other for employment opportunities. What results from this is a state of affairs that as most Kenyans, even the employed, get a raw deal in the job market. The labor of the Kenyan citizen is outrightly exploited without remorse.
What then should Kenyans do to solve this problem, since neither the government nor the private sector is able or willing to solve the unemployment issue?
Yes. Kenyans need to know that the solution of the unemployment problem lies in themselves. Unemployment is a logical result of the decaying system that we live in. It is a characteristic of our man-eat-man society. It is a feature of our exploitative system, which only focuses on the increase of profit for a tiny minority and replaces it with a system promotes the highest level of existence for all humanity.
Thank you, Janice, for coming to the show.
You're welcome, David.
Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment, like, and share this video. And you can follow us on our social media pages in the description below. Also, make sure you watch the other videos, other red flag episodes.